All right, guys, well, we'll go ahead. We'll get started. I know some people are going to be kind of hopping off and on, or we're going to have to watch it later. So first of all, thank y'all for coming on live. So I've got a little list. I'm going to wait and kind of see who all pops on, but I'll do a drawing later today for a small little prize for attending live. So y'all are awesome. Thank you for doing this. Y'all all know me. Me and Jason run Saddle Up CrossFit Nutrition and Fitness, and trying to grow our nutrition side of our gym and everything. So want to try to do these more frequently, even nutrition talks of some sort, just to kind of get some nutrition info out there for everybody. And so today's topic was how to reset your 3 easy steps to reset your health. So just kind of a simple thing. We'll go dive into all that. Maybe.
You okay?
All right. I know I have like screens and like backups in case something happens. So here we go. All right. So we partnered with Healthy Steps Nutrition and researching all the things and just in life in general. There are billions of different diets out there, and it seems like every day we're approached by somebody trying to get us to buy some kind of product or quick fix. And then you see magazines at the grocery stores claiming that you can lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And a lot of times that's just not realistic or sustainable. And so, oh, there my swiper goes. Sorry. Just having those results not being sustainable. So we live in a microwave society, meaning we want results now. And so we knew that nutrition was the missing piece to our fitness program. And so we were so excited when we found Healthy Steps Nutrition, because it kind of fit into what our values were. So at Healthy Steps Nutrition, and now at Saddle Up CrossFit, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. So over the years, Healthy Steps Nutrition has helped so many people find the healthiest versions of themselves. We have learned 3 important things that have been successful to those people when it comes to nutrition and fitness. Number 1 is that you need to keep it simple, because if it's easy, you will stick with it. And the more restrictive you are, the less likely you'll have long-term success. Number 2, you need support. And then we'll go more into what all that means. And then number 3, you need to track success, because success leads to motivation. So we're going to kind of dive into all of that. So we live in a society where being busy is better, but what if it's not? So the problem is that we often feel overwhelmed and feeling like we didn't do enough. I know I am super guilty of this. But have you ever asked yourself, what did I actually get done today? And when we fill our schedules to the max, we often push our health and our wellness to the back burner. We say we're too busy to work out, or we're going to just stop and grab something to eat because it's just easy, rather than going home and cooking a healthy meal. So we only get one body. We need to take care of it, how we fuel it, how often we move, how we recover, and our mindset is huge. So here's the deal. Your life, your relationships, your health status is not going to change unless you change. And so we're going to talk about how we can help you make meaningful change. So our nutrition program is backed by Healthy Steps Nutrition, like I said, who has helped over 30,000 people all over the world take control of their health. Here's some of their success stories. I've got one of my own that we'll talk about at the end of all this. One of our members that I've been working with for the last 5 months. So today I'm going to talk about the top 3 common trends with all these people who've transformed their lives, got off medications, and are now living their best life. So let's dive in. So step number 1 is shift your mindset. The first thing that everyone had in common was their mindset. So we live in a world focused on diet culture. We're surrounded by diets and all the latest diet fads. And like I said, we live in a microwave society. We want instant results, success, happiness, and we want it yesterday. I mean, my kids order off of Amazon and they're like, is it going to be here tomorrow? And most of the times it is, but when it comes to our health and our wellness, we know it's a little bit different. So we live in a society of challenges, restrictions, and kickstart programs. So the problem is with health and nutrition, it doesn't work that way. And these can influence and shift our mindset in a negative way. So what if you need to slow down to actually build momentum, be consistent, and see the results that you're looking for? So instead of trying to do all the things, we just need to focus on one thing at a time. So research has shown when you focus on one habit at a time, you're 80% more likely to retain that habit for over a year. So when you try to focus on 2 or more things at one time, it's less than a 5% chance that you're going to stick with that habit change. So let's think about the last time you tried to make a lifestyle change. Did you cut out a bunch of food, start exercising multiple times a day or multiple days of the week, drinking lots of water, prepping all the food, all the things like all at once? So even a couple weeks or a couple days into the whole process, you're probably thinking, holy cow, this is way too hard. I don't want to do this. It's too much work. So, and it makes sense. And so instead, we just need to focus on narrowing everything down to one thing at a time. So you may be shocked to hear that starting off with shifting your mindset is what we talk about first. It's because most people think that in order to reach their goals that they need macros laid out for them or a meal plan, and hey, I need a meal plan, I need this. Well, giving you a piece of paper is not going to teach you how to stay on track or how to manage your stress triggers and truly change your lifestyle. So 2/3 of the people who will regain the weight they work so hard to lose, when all we really need is a lifestyle. And so what does that mean, and why does it matter? So we've got this Healthy Steps to Nutrition framework, listing nutrition, stress, sleep, exercise, support system, lifestyle. So all these things are interrelated. And so let me just kind of give you an example with sleep, because I know I need a lot of sleep, and there's a lot of people out there who don't get enough sleep, or they say they can function on 4 hours of sleep, which if you can, I'm super jealous, but most of the times we need more than that. And you might think lack of sleep wouldn't have an impact on your health or your health and wellness and everything, but lack of sleep will have an effect on your ability to handle stress, your food cravings, exercise, and recovery, especially. So one of the things, whenever you don't sleep, your cortisol levels are elevated, your leptin, which tells your brain you're full, is decreased, and ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry, is increased. So with less sleep, you are more hungry, your hunger is increased, you're more stressed, and you're less satisfied and more hungry. So huge, huge, huge. That's why, sleep and all that is so important for our recovery. So to shift your mindset and lifestyle, we need to consider your inner thoughts. So your inner thoughts become your reality. What you pay attention to becomes your reality. So an example of that is if you go out and buy a new black Jeep. Every time that you drive, you're going to notice black Jeeps. So did everyone go and buy a black Jeep, or are you just more aware of it because you now own a Jeep? So the same thing goes with your thoughts. If you are negative, you will think more about the negative. So we're hardwired to think about the negative, and it takes effort to think about the positive. So starting your day with gratitude and end your day with gratitude is so important. Another great resource that we listen to a lot is the Chasing Excellence Ben Bergeron podcast. He talks about all things related to CrossFit, but it's not just CrossFit. He talks about nutrition, a lot of leadership stuff, mindfulness, and just kind of overall, like, just good life lessons. It's really good. You should go check it out. So in order to shift that mindset, we need to know what success looks like to you and why is that important to you. So progress is never a straight line, but if you can understand what you want and why you want it, it's easier for you to stay focused. So we all need something that we are moving towards. And we just got to figure out, what do you want? So an example of this is my client, Jay. She came to me, she wanted to lose some weight over the next 9 to 10 months. And it was awesome because she didn't come to me for a quick fix. She knew it was going to take time. So that was just her mindset coming into this was already in a good place. So she wanted to lose the weight slowly over time and create that lifestyle. Why? Her why was she wanted to fit into her clothes again. She wanted to be more comfortable, have more energy. And the most important thing she kept saying to me is, I just want to be strong for my kids. I want to be a good example for my kids. And so that was huge. So she started coming, came to me first for just nutrition, and then started doing CrossFit too, and fell in love with it. And now her and the whole family do it. It's awesome. They're such good people. So in order to do that, she's working with me for nutrition coaching, and she does CrossFit 2 times a week. She does do a little bit additional walking and running exercises at home because she can't get to the gym that often. But so as a nutrition coach, I work with her each week. We focus on one habit at a time, and I help provide that accountability and support to her to help her stay on track. So building that plan to shift your lifestyle and mindset may look something like this. You're setting up yourself for goals, your habits, and how you're going to get there. So it's important to set realistic goals that are achievable. So research shows that if you write them down, make them realistic, and keep them present, you will be more likely to achieve them. So in your email, I sent you a little workbook thing. It's got a place where you can write down goals, print that out, write it down, put it somewhere where you'll see it. Just kind of have that in that forefront of your mind, where you can always go by and see it and just have that reminder. So take a moment and you can write your goals down. And if you aren't sure about the habits or action steps, we can discuss those in just a bit. All right, so the second thing that most successful people have is the right people in their corner. We weren't meant to do this life alone. You need people who are going to support you. And so that is why step 2 is finding your tribe. And just a little side note, our tribe at Saddle Up CrossFit is pretty awesome. I'll plug that right there. So you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So those 5 people are going to positively or negatively impact you and help you with your goals and help your progress towards your goals. So you need to choose wisely, identify who is going to be on your side in this journey with you. And so when we look at clients who have lost 50 to 100 pounds and kept it off, they had a tribe of people who supported them. And so also when we look at the people who struggle to lose weight and keep it off, those people didn't have quite the support system that they needed. So don't ever underestimate the value of community. So step 3 is take action. So those who are successful don't just wish, they do, which this is by far the toughest part, because if you did step 1 and you did step 2, it will get easy, but it's one of those things, it's simple, it's not easy. So when you start saying no to the wrong things, it's easier to say yes to the right things. So your habits become your routine, and your routine becomes your lifestyle. Are your daily habits moving you towards or away from your goals? So for most of us, we have great intentions, but there are roadblocks, there's temptations or something that gets in the way. So when you think about building a house is built on a solid foundation. You've got workers that lay brick by brick to make this amazing house. And so the same thing goes for your life, your daily habits. are your life. So maybe you're wondering what you can do to restart or to start your reset. So principle number one is to add more whole foods into your diet. So these are the principles that HSN has used to help so many people take control of their health, one habit at a time. So definitely adding more whole foods is super important. So how do we do that? So the plate method, this is super simple and easy to do. Start by choosing whole food options and less processed foods packed with sodium, fat, and sugar. A simple way to do this is reshaping your plate with this plate method. So with that, you've got half a plate of non-starchy vegetables, a quarter of your plate with the lean protein, and then a quarter of your plate a starchy carb, and then a mindful amount of healthy fats. So just balancing that plate like so. HSN principle number two is focusing on balance of those protein, carbohydrates, and fats. So when we say balance, we mean does every meal and even every snack that you consume throughout the day contain a carb, a protein, and a fat. So many people will grab something like a bag of chips to snack on. Well, you didn't have any protein with that, so you're going to be hungry in about 30 minutes to an hour. So pairing each meal and even the snacks with all three of those macronutrients will keep you fuller and longer. Principle number three is limit the added sugar. So the American Heart Association recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women and 9 teaspoons for men for the day. So that equates to 24 grams of sugar for women and 36 grams of sugar for men. One regular Coke, if you drink a Coke can, has 39 grams of sugar. So if you drink a can of Coke, you have surpassed your amount of sugar, of added sugar that you should have per day, which is huge because a lot of people drink lots of sodas or everything. If you pay attention to food labels, look at the back. They changed the way the nutrition labels are, and they have it regular natural occurring sugars and added sugars. So looking at that added sugars is going to be huge in what our food intake is. So the average person consumes over 150 pounds of sugar per year, which that is about 46 teaspoons per day. So if you're drinking more than 1 soda a day, it's going to be a lot more than that. So it's not surprising. Sugar is super addicting, and it feels like it's hidden in almost every food product you find in a package. And so that's why it's so important to look at our food labels and see exactly what we're consuming. So I'm going to kind of briefly go over some of our frequently asked questions about different nutrition things. One of the ones we get a lot is, what should I eat around my workout? Should I eat before my workout? Do I need to eat something after? So definitely yes and yes. Fueling around your workout to gain muscle, to lose fat, increase energy, or really any health and fitness goal is so important. Aiming to have healthy carbs and proteins before and after your workout. So if you don't put gas in your car, you wouldn't expect it to get anywhere. And so the same thing goes for our body. You don't want to run your body on E. So one of our favorite pre-workout fuels is, we'll do our big thing here lately is we've been doing those Fuel for Fires, drinking one of those, which is kind of like an applesauce pouch it's got protein mixed with it. You could even do like half of an RX bar. The HSN has a recipe list on their website. They have an egg muffin recipe that's really good. It's got some mixed in vegetables in it that they kind of sneak it in there so you don't notice that they're in there. So those are a quick and easy grab. My favorite post-workout usually is a protein shake. I have a protein powder that I like that I mix with almond milk. It's got a good balance of proteins, fats, and carbs. Another easy one is some non-fat Greek yogurt with a handful of blueberries or some kind of berries mixed into it. Fuel for Fires is another quick and easy grab. It's loaded with lots of protein and healthy carbohydrates. The Fuel for Fires are all like natural fruits and stuff pureed basically. So it's like a healthy applesauce pouch. Another one I hear a lot, I don't like vegetables, or I don't love vegetables. What do I do? So if you don't like vegetables, I want to challenge you and ask you, well, what if you just haven't found the right way you like them? Because there's a lot of things I like Brussels sprouts, not fried, but crispy, roasted in the oven. I don't like them mushy. And so there's different seasonings and everything out there. So roasting your veggies is an awesome way to try something new for a nice crunch rather than that mush. Seasonings can really make or break your vegetables too. And even finding, like I said, finding ways to sneak them into recipes and smoothies is an easy way to get that into your day. I know I've posted on our stories, and if you go to our highlights, I've got a nutrition tab. I've got like a little food chopper that I will chop up things like micro tiny, and I'll throw that into different, like our egg bites, or I did it in our spaghetti sauce one time. And so creative ways, pick a day of the week, have like Friday be your Friday try day, and try something new. So get the kids involved. It's super fun. So where should I start? So that's a great question. So I want you to start with one thing at a time. Maybe it's something you already have in mind, or maybe it is one of those things that we talked about. But the best and fastest way to reach your goals is you can work with one-on-one with a nutrition coach to build an individualized plan for you. So the time is now. There's really never a perfect time to get started. I know we always say diets never start on any other day but Monday, but there's always something that's going to come in the way. We've got holidays coming up, all the things that kind of make us kind of stay away from choosing healthier options. But you have to make a commitment to yourself. Your transformation starts with you doing these three things. So you have to shift your focus. Your mindset is so important. Identifying your tribe, who's your support system, and taking action. So like I said, it's simple. All these things that you've probably heard, all these things a million times, but it is simple, but it's not easy. So that's why we are here to help you. This is why we wanted to go with this program. We loved how the accountability and support is just something that it's just awesome. So if you're thinking this all sounds great, but I don't even know where to start, or really just need somebody to help me create a plan that's realistic for me and somebody to keep me accountable, we would love to help you. So this is me and Jason. Jason's my husband, for those of you who might be listening to this. I think everybody on here right now knows who we are. So, but we started Saddle Up CrossFit and added nutrition about 6 months ago. So like I said, we love this program because it's habit-based coaching, lifestyle coaching to create individualized plans just for you. So we work together utilizing many tools and resources to build your nutrition foundation to create your sustainable plan. So along with our tools and resources, we know how important support and accountability is when it comes to long-term goals, which is why we would be there to help you and guide you and tweak the plan every step of the way. So, load. So here's my success story with my first nutrition client. This is Jay and her family. They are awesome. She took a chance on me as my first nutrition client. She found me before I was even really like up and running. It was a crazy deal, but definitely a God thing. It was awesome. So I've got her little, and she left me an awesome Google review listed over there. But over the last 5 months, she's lost over 20 pounds now, probably more than that. And then she's lost over 16 inches, and she's down 5% body fat. So percentage body fat wise, about 1% per month is considered good, sustainable. So she's right there on target. She's increased her strength. My goodness, that woman is so strong. And endurance, and her confidence level too is just through the roof. So If you ever see her, she works out at 8:30s on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She's a rock star, so go give her a high five and tell her how cool she is. If you're looking to hear more about how this program has helped other people, Nutrition Made Simple is the podcast that HSN puts on. These are just like client testimonials, and they have a lot of other good resources in there for like hormonal things with nutrition and fitness, and gosh, they have so many different topics. And so anyway, they're a good listen. You should go and check them out. So if you are looking for individualized help, we are taking on more nutrition clients. So like I said, you would work with us, either me or Jason, one-on-one to create your plan. And we check in weekly with you to keep you accountable and discuss your progress, tweak your plan, and all that. So you can click the link, scan the code, or we've got on our website where you can schedule a free intro so we can learn more about your goals, talk to you how we can help you achieve them, and all that. So yeah. So today we talked about the 3 steps required to get a reset for your success. We would now like to just open up the floor for any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that. Does anybody have anything they want to share? I don't know what to hit on you.
So, Jill, this
Yeah.
is Ashton. I have a question. So, I think my biggest thing is that I struggle with consistency. So, definitely, I heard, write it down, do your 3-month goal list. Do you have any other tips?
Yeah, I mean, as far as consistency goes, it's just one of those things, writing it down. I mean, is that consistency with more of the fitness or with the nutrition side of things?
I think it's both. I mean, I have definitely done better with my workouts and being consistent, but I guess maybe it takes me a little bit longer to conquer and get these goals down one at a time than just a week or so.
Well, that's where you just need to figure out setting that goal and finding where you know that you have to kind of make that, like, I know, 80% or 90% that I could hit this goal for this week. And then just build on that from there. That's like a lot of what we do is like, I'll talk to them. I'm like, okay, you need to drink this much more water per week. How confident are you that you can do it this many days? And if it's something that's not realistic or attainable, then we're going to back that down a little bit and then just build that habit 1 week at a time and just slowing that down and then building that momentum from there. And that can be with anything as simple as water or vegetables, like picking that one thing and just focusing on that 1 week at a time and not doing more than just that one thing. And then just, like I said, as you go on, that habit becomes ingrained into your daily life. And so just slowing it down, not putting that consistency on yourself, like I've got to do this every day. Pick a few days that you can do it, and then just build from there. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
How much water should we drink per day? Because I hear anywhere from like, I think it's 64 or something like that, up to like half your body weight. And I'm like, I could drown.
Yeah, I know. No, so we always say like 60 to 80 ounces or 40 to 60 ounces. It kind of depends. But yeah, definitely having the water intake is huge. And then just pairing that too with different habits. Like I'm going to have a glass of water before or after my lunch, or just finding places. Like I always do this every day. Okay, when I do that, I'm going to drink a glass of water. And just people who struggle with getting their water intake. Okay, it's like, we'll find another habit that you would do now impair water with that. And so we call that habit stacking. And so adding that a little bit at a time. But yeah, I think, yeah, like 60 to 80 ounces. But then it's also one of those things, as a heart failure nurse, I'm always like, but all of y'all are healthy, so it's okay. But yeah, 60 ounces is a good starting place.
Okay.
Awesome. Does anybody have any goals or anything like that that they want to share or willing to share or anything like that? Awesome. All right. All right, guys. Well, any feedback, suggestions, anything like that, y'all all know me. Please let me know. If you like this, if you want me to do more of these, let me know. I want to, like I said, I want to continue doing these maybe once a month, every other month, that sort of thing, just to kind of get more stuff out there for y'all. But just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. All right. Let me make sure I've got everybody on there that attended live. Thank y'all for coming on. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, anything like that, then just give me a shout.
Thank you, Jill.
Yes, thank you. And those who attended live, like I said, I'm gonna have you, we're gonna do a drawing later today for just a little prize. So awesome. Thank y'all for attending.
Thank you.
All right, bye y'all.